G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. He only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll try and throw for it here. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 6-0 our score after 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the give, this is McFarland. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 70 range.
Now Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man open, it's Ross. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Jones on first down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And Roethlisberger sliding to a stop, but he does have the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That catch good for only a couple.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Jones throwing for it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Harris going to get it again on second down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down on the Pittsburgh.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they run with Harris off the option. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Again, it's Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jones shoves him aside. But that won't help at all as he's down at the 4-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Now Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Right now.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were